Hello, long time no see. Hopefully spring break went well. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over a little bit about what your APUSH calendar looks like. What are some of the things I've put up for you, and what should you do now with all this information? I decided to go ahead and record myself. Could you see so you can see how awesome quarantine beard is going? Pretty epic. All right, so I've had these up for the last couple of weeks. Some of you looked at them, some of you didn't care at all. You need to start checking it. From here on out, we've transitioned to online learning. Let's do this. So I'll answer a lot more questions in your Zoom meetings tomorrow, but overall, I just kind of want to talk about individually, what does APUSH look like? In general, updated thoughts. Try to have a routine. I know it's a weird situation. I'm sorry. We have to make the best of it. So try to have a kind of a set routine throughout the day. Do 30 minutes, set a timer or whatever, or 45, and then take a break. Go do something, walk away. Then come back after 15, 20 minutes, sit down for another 30, 40 minutes. You do that and you'd be surprised at how much you can really get done removing your distractions away. Consider it almost like recitation style for a couple periods of a day, and then you'd have everything done that you need to. All the stuff that I'm putting up can be done at your own pace. There's no need to freak out and go, look at all this I have to do. It is what you choose to do. It's kind of choose your own adventure, except for a few things that, yes, I am expecting you to do. I am going to be taking grades for. There's a grade deadline each week. Note those grade deadlines. I'm holding you to that. There are not excuses. Late work is a letter grade a day. You know about this way too much in advance to not be able to be accountable for that. The hardest part about this is that if you are already a diligent student, this isn't going to be difficult for you at all. Many of you have already sent me your short answer questions, and I graded them and gave you feedback and things like that. So a lot of you have the skills. Now you just take it in your home environment instead of me standing behind you at school. I can't be there with you in your homes and make sure that you're doing your work. So it's on you, the things that you choose to do. Be smart about what you choose to work with. You don't have to do everything. For example, some of these review videos in the later setups of period 3 are on a specific topic. If you're good with that topic, maybe you don't need to watch that video. So choose what you do and try to just be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. That's how you grow as a student, as a learner, and as a person. All right, let's talk about College Board online review videos. The people that make this exam, that design our course, are putting these online. They have teachers from across the country that are creating these, and College Board is saying, you should check these out. So we'd be crazy not to. Each video will talk about specific content. They'll go over skills, and they'll show practice questions and go over practice answers. So watch them. They're 45 minutes a day. They go live for APUSH every day at 11 a.m. Your other classes have a specific time as well that they go live. If you want to go live and practice with them and live tweet with them, go for it. Have a blast. I suggest going and checking it after they post it. So you've got a 45-minute video that you can fast forward as you need, pause as you need, and then come back. Say you did 25 minutes, pause, take a break, and then come back to the next 20 minutes. So, make those decisions about how you're doing your work. The grade each week that I'm taking, we're going to alternate. All right. So this week it's going to be the Albert practice multiple choice. Next week, you're going to write a DBQ. I'm grading that according to College Board's updated rubric. The next week's the Albert multiple choice. The next week's the DBQ. So we're alternating in that style. Albert in multiple choice is going to be for completion. Did you do it? And then the DBQ is actually a grade, as in I'm not just saying, did you do it completion? I'm grading it according to the rubric, and that's what you're going to get. You need to practice that and be ready. All right, so every week you'll have one of these. This one is looking at Unit 3. Now I've already posted one for in the last couple of weeks about Unit 1 and Unit 2. Hopefully you did those. If you didn't, you're really not that behind because those aren't really on the exam that much anyway. So if you're just jumping in now, that's fine. You're at a good pace. So what it generally looks like for you, so your Monday is where you start reviewing the content. You got your notes. If you click on like the course guide I've put up for y'all, that goes over, it's going to take me forever. I'm not even going to worry about that. It takes me to a different spot. I'll fix that link. But in general, if you look at the course overview and guide, it's really simple about, like that. Okay, let's try this again. So if you click on that, you go to course overview. This outlines exactly what your units look like. This one is now in unit 3. Would say they cover 10 to 15% of your exam weighting, and I'm sure those are going to be updated, so don't stress out too much about those. But period 3's got a lot going on, so take a moment to peruse what those topics are. As you read those, go, ooh, what do I know about that? What do I not? Then afterwards, start going back through your notes. I've posted all the notes for every unit. If you don't have them at school, or if you don't have them there at school, whatever, you don't have any excuses now. They're all online on Google Classroom. They do actually have period 1 and 2 review videos. So if you need, you can go check those out to get caught up if you missed those. And then starting on Wednesday, College Board is actually going to individual topics for period 3, which is pretty cool. I posted an annoying song review for you. Mr. Betts, who's like my long lost best friend, if you want to have a little bit of levity on a Monday, check that out. They're pretty annoying. And in general, the whole Hamilton soundtrack is unit 3. So my Hamilton freaks always love this unit because if you know that soundtrack in general, you know this unit pretty well. All right, so Tuesday, after that, finish up your notes. You can watch the next College Board online. Tuesdays, I'll also have up your quizzes, practice quiz, and I'll probably actually have those open on Wednesdays as well. But in general, quizzes, I've used those over the last 2 weekly plans. I was toying around with it. A lot of people seem to like it because it was like your long-lost longing for Kahoot all over again. So quizzes is not a grade. It's optional. It's like 25 multiple choice questions. They're usually a lot easier than the Albert ones, but in quizzes is just if you want to give you some feedback and just some practice. If you really want to, have a blast. That I have to close it at some point, so that's going to close at noon on Friday. Quizzes is optional. That's not like something you have to do. What you have to do, you need to do is Albert's practice multiple choice. This is due Thursday at noon. Excuse me. So please make sure you do that. Albert, there are a lot of questions on there. There are a lot of multiple choice questions. So you want to span this out over a day or two. If you start Wednesday, it's fine. Just be prepared. I think I put like 70 on there. There's a lot. It's okay. There's no multiple choice questions on your exam itself, but each of those question sets has a source that you analyze. The exam now, the DBQ, has sources that you analyze. So you're just practicing that, and they're giving you questions to follow up with. My goal is by Thursday afternoon, Friday, to post a video of me going over the commonly missed questions to help you guys connect the dots. And it helps me in general also to see what you're struggling with. Whole week, this is on Wednesday. They start period 3 with American Revolution Causes and Effects in 45 minutes with College Board. Feel free to check that out. Thursdays, where we're going to start looking at the DBQ itself. So first, you want to check out this video. It's by, I believe it's Mr. Himmler's history class. This guy is a guru when it comes to AP history courses, and he goes over in depth in about 10, 15 minutes what the new DBQ exam looks like. You need to watch this video. Be prepared as to the subtle changes. It's not as crazy as you think. They've just shortened it in terms of the length of the DBQ. Instead of an hour, you got 45 minutes, and instead of 7 sources, you've got 5. The DBQ shouldn't hopefully be too scary for you. The answer's there. That's why they give you the sources, so you're not just out in left field. My seniors, you've written DBQs for over a year and a half or more now. I've graded several of them with you. I think you should be comfortable with it. Juniors, you may be feeling a little nervous about a DBQ. You've written one guaranteed that I have graded, like on a test. We've planned tons of these, at least 4 or 5. And then you've also had practice opportunities as well if you wanted to. So what my goal is, every other week you're going to write one. I'm going to grade that. That's practice again for you to get ready because that's what the exam will look like. I'm going to post what the new rubric looks like as well. Basically, they've added more opportunities for you to get points, which is awesome. And all the skills and points they're looking for are what we've already taught you, so there's nothing new there. After you've checked out that stuff, I've got a Google form for you. Fill that out, and it's just basically a check-in about new exam format. What do you think? What are you nervous about? What are you confident about? Gives me feedback on what I should be focusing on for you guys going forward. All right, Friday through the weekend. I know a lot of your teachers are making things due at the end of the week. My Friday through weekend, I did this for the last couple plans, and I like it. I do check the feedback that you give, but I posted like it's a movie list. It's a ton of different things that you guys could be checking out related to American history. If you won't, like, watch some of these shows. They're really good. John Adams HBO. That's on point. There's all sorts of stuff out there. Podcasts, TV shows, whatever. My suggestion is pick one of those, check it out, and look at how it applies to American history. Make it a family thing. Some of your parents and stuff love World War II movies. Have them pick one from the list, and you guys watch together, and then you can talk about it. Prove to them you're doing something educational, and they'll feel like you're doing the right thing. And just, oh my gosh, my child is the best person ever. Or in general, get some history in your life outside of just, practice questions and stuff like that. There's a form for you to give me like a review about whether you liked it or not. Do that. It's really interesting to me. I have checked your results, and I do find it really funny what you do and don't like. And then it also gives me feedback for what maybe sources I could use in the future. So that's in general what your week would look like. Yet again, some of these things you don't have to do at all. Some of these things are options. There's one definite thing, or actually really two, I'd say this week that I want you to do. That Albert multiple choice, that's a grade. And then check out the new DBQ format and rubric. Want to make sure you guys are ready for that. I'm going to do my best to have a plan for you like this every week. Try to keep myself on a schedule as well. It's different for all of us. It's something that we're all adjusting to. I hate that we aren't able to do this, live in school, but we'll make the best of it. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, answering any other questions that you have, and doing the best we can. All right, thanks. Be good.